guys, so hot today, but I've got my iced matcha latte. It's already melting. I used to always start my day off with a cup of coffee, but I've been trying to just sort out my hormones and figure that whole thing out. So instead of starting my day with a coffee, I now have water first thing, and then I'll make this little iced matcha. I like to pack as much good things into this as I can. So in this one I've got matcha, protein powder, collagen, bone broth, and I kind of just mixed it all into a paste and then added some oat milk and some ice, and it's actually really good. Like, it's something I look forward to now. I don't even crave the coffee anymore. I also don't really get hungry too early in the morning, so starting with this is like the perfect amount just to keep me going until I start to get hungry. So yeah, if you're a coffee addict, I would suggest trying this out. It's also really good to start your day off with some protein. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about it and just the benefits, they're all really good. So yeah, I've actually been working towards getting my mind-body specialist certification. It's basically just an all-rounded course that covers Pilates, yoga, exercise science, and a bit of sports nutrition. But yeah, I'm just finding it super interesting, and I'm so glad that I signed up for it. It is an online course, which is pretty cool. And I am also doing this while working, so my early mornings are kind of just focused on studying. So I'll usually just drink my iced protein matcha while I get some studying done. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that my focus for this year was to prioritize my health and set up better routines for myself, just eat healthier, get back into like a consistent yoga practice. It's something that I was heavily into. It was like my escape. It was my favorite thing to do. Yoga was just like, you know, you have those things that just like completely still your mind and you can be fully in the moment with it. That was yoga for me, and I miss having that. So it's something that I'm working into. You know, I really want it to become part of my daily routine again. But yeah, I just really want to prioritize my health, but like in all aspects. I also have been thinking about starting therapy because there are a couple of things that have been popping up that I think that I really need to work through, and I think just, you know, starting therapy would be good. I've heard nothing but good things about starting therapy. A lot of my friends are in therapy and they swear by it, so it's like a massive goal for this year is to find someone that resonates with me and just become a better version of myself. I mentioned in one of my previous vlogs, I think it was during Vlogmas, where I kind of opened up about last year and, you know, how my fiance and I kind of just completely let our health go, and we were eating takeaways like 3 to 4 times a week, and when I was cooking, I chose to cook the most unhealthy things, you know, almost like comfort food. Honestly, I just got so lazy last year. I was not the best version of myself at all. I completely let myself go, and so did Matt. And yeah, so we've kind of made a pact with each other. We are gonna prioritize our health this year. We've been trying to work out consistently, and I've been trying to find like really quick and easy but healthy and tasty meals, which is why I thought it would be fun to film this video. I'm not trying to force my way of eating on anybody. It's just, this is like an example of meals that I eat in literally one day of my whole life. It's one day. Sometimes I'll eat more, sometimes I'll eat less, sometimes I'll choose the takeaways. There are obviously also days where I put more effort into my meals, and days where I literally just want quick and easy, like as fast as I possibly can, like one tray or one pan meals. And that's kind of like today's vibe. I'm not gonna be doing all of these excessive like fancy meals or anything. I'm literally just showing very realistic day of eating. Something that I have been trying to do that has really been helping me, you know, with getting back on track health wise, instead of focusing on tomorrow or what I'm going to be eating next week, the workouts I'm going to be doing in a month from now, how am I going to keep myself motivated and all of that, I'm trying to focus on the discipline aspect. And the way I've been doing that is literally focusing on the present moment. And that sounds strange, but just hear me out. I literally hone in, focus on this exact day and this exact moment. In every moment of every day, we have choices. And I feel to build self-discipline, you've got to like master the whole making decisions kind of thing. Am I going to go with the unhealthy version, you know, the one that's not going to make me feel my best? Or in this moment, am I going to go with the healthier option? And I think it's literally just about that, like almost training yourself to pick the healthier option. For example, am I going to go for the takeaways, or am I going to opt for a quick and healthy homemade meal that's going to make me feel much better than the convenient Steers burger or whatever it is? Honestly, I feel like that is how you sort of start to build that self-discipline factor. Another example, when we are faced with the option of working out versus not working out, literally focus in on that moment. Yes, it's probably gonna feel like shit for the first 10 minutes, or maybe you hate working out and it's literally gonna feel shit for you for the entire 30 minutes or however long you work out for, but it's gonna make you feel better. So which one are you gonna go with? The most comfortable choice in that moment, or the choice that's gonna benefit you when you look past that discomfort? I think you get the point now, but that's literally what I've been trying to do, and it's been working. One thing at a time, one step at a time, rather than looking at what everybody else is doing and how they're on track and how they're doing so good, and then you like look at yourself and you're like, oh, like I could do better, I could really do better. And yeah, for me it just takes that like overwhelming factor away. Like how, like am I going to be able to sustain this? Because I don't know if this is just me. It could be. I overthink a lot, but when I start a healthy habit or a healthy routine, I find myself like stressing about not being able to sustain it and carry on with it. Like just it works for the first week and then I get bored, or I get over it, or I lose that motivation. But focusing on one moment at a time and looking at each decision, I don't even know how to say it, like that thing in that book, Atomic Habits, it's about getting 1% better every day, and you can think about it like in the same way in each moment. It's about getting 1% better with each decision that you make in each moment of every day. If you're just focusing on one day and one moment at a time, it becomes a lot less daunting, and I think a lot easier to sort of like navigate. Anyway, I really need to study now because I'm running out of time and I've set a goal for myself. So I'm gonna get studying. I'll catch up with you when I have my breakfast. Probably around 9, that's usually when my hunger starts to kick in.
Mid-July. My last name fits you better. When I'm with you, there's no pressure. I miss your worn-out sweaters. Weather couldn't compromise our love. I spent too much time on us.
Okay, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm about to have my breakfast, but I just realized I forgot to mention the probiotics that I took this morning. I have very recently gone back to taking this. It's basically just liquid probiotics instead of taking them in like a capsule form. Matt still takes these Probiflora tablets. He prefers it. He literally can't get the probiotics down because it does have quite a flavor. I kind of just want to see if it helps clear up my skin, because as I mentioned in one of my previous vlogs, I've been really battling with hormonal acne, and I've also just been seeing a lot about like the link between your gut health and your hormones. So I kind of just want to see if maybe taking these liquid ones will help with that in some way. In case you haven't seen that vlog, I went off the pill 1 year ago, and ever since then my skin has completely been acting out. It's been breaking out like crazy. I feel like I have 1 week of clear skin, and for the rest of the month it's just crazy. Yeah, it's really been affecting my self-confidence. I take probiotics on an empty stomach first thing in the morning before I have my matcha or anything. So I'll wake up, drink water, and take my probiotic. If you just Google probiotics, there are hundreds of good reviews, like all 5-star. So I thought, you know, it tastes like shit, but I'll give it a shot. So yeah, anyway, just realized that I completely forgot to mention the probiotics, but that is definitely something I take every morning. And then for breakfast, last night I just prepped this overnight oats. It's like a strawberry cheesecake overnight oats, and it was super quick. I literally just put oats, chia seeds, strawberries, cottage cheese and a little bit of protein powder with some water, and I just blend it all up. Did I mention chia seeds? I think so. Can't remember now. But yeah, there's chia seeds too. And I kind of just blend it all up in a food processor, and then I pop it in a jar, and then it gets like really, really thick and creamy, and it tastes like strawberries and cream. I'm actually more of a savory breakfast type of girl, but this has been hitting differently lately. It's about 3 p.m. I'm feeling super hungry now, so I'm gonna make some lunch. We're literally just gonna throw a bunch of leftovers together. I made Matt's mom's meatball recipe last night. It's something he's been craving, so I made that for him, and honestly, it's the best recipe. I love them, so I'm pretty happy that we have some leftovers today. So I've got my lunch, and then I forgot to take my greens this morning, so I just mixed some with some mango juice. These are the ones that I've been using. Oh my god, these are so good. The best meatballs ever. Alrighty, it's 6 o'clock. We've been in load shedding for the past 2 hours, so I'm just waiting for the power to come back on so that I can start with supper for tonight. I'm just doing something really, really simple. It's actually been a meal that's been on repeat for the past couple of weeks, just because it's so easy and tastes so good. It's literally just chicken wraps, but you do it all on like one tray in the oven. I'm gonna get that started soon, literally as soon as the power comes on. But I just realized that for the first time in a long time, I haven't had a snack today. I think part of that's because I had lunch quite late, oh, I was back. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I had lunch pretty late, so it kind of kept me full for quite a long time. I mean, when was that? Like about 3, and now it's 6, so. And I also think that the heat is playing quite a big role in that, because I'm usually just much less hungry when it's this hot. Yeah, now that the power's on, I'm gonna get supper started. I've just got some of the 40 Winks tea from Woolies, one of my favorite teas ever, especially before bed. It is the chamomile, lavender and vanilla flavored chamomile tea. It's amazing. It's unmatched. But yeah, I am gonna go and get into bed now. It's been a pretty long day for me, so I really hope that you enjoyed this vlog. I had a lot of fun making it. It's definitely a different one for me. I've never done a video like this before. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.